on Chinook, he's a heavy lifter with some big guns. But that's enough about counts. Please look to the sky and welcome your Chinook roll demonstration for 2025. The Chinook is deployed operationally all over the world and is the go-to aircraft for rapid insertion and extraction of troops in dangerous locations. The defence saying was always, the answer is 2 Chinooks, what's the question? We'll start today by seeing the aircraft conduct a wing over, rapidly turning back onto target, tracing its speed, height and back again. At this point the crew will begin preparing to drop off troops onto target. As the aircraft runs in for a downwind quick stop, they will simulate a late spot of a landing site to offload troops and vehicles inside the aircraft. This is either on or off the battlefield. The crew must be efficient in wrecking their landing site in the minimum time to avoid threat exposure. Having found their site, they're now making a screamer drop up front, giving voice passing directions, now forcing forward and down onto a landing site, following the height of the aircraft as it comes into landing. Our crewman on the ramp today is Flight Sergeant Dave Sims. Born and raised in Margate, Kent, he joined the RAF in 2014. He's been on the Chinook force since 2017 and is a qualified helicopter crewman instructor with over 2,000 hours. He's completed many overseas exercises and operational deployments, enjoys playing golf in and out of work, and also has the ability to glow in the dark. As you can see, the ramp's now gone down. Dave's on the ramp clearing the troops and vehicles to exit the aircraft. Rolling into the roll demo with style today, we have the members of JHSS. Keep an eye on that quad throughout the display to just see how capable these critical enablers are. The cab now departs with the troops and convoy unloaded and conduct what we call an over-the-shoulder departure. This is a defensive manoeuvre that presents the armoured floor of the aircraft towards the enemy. This gives the aircraft and those inside the greatest chance of protection from any threat on the ground. With the aircraft now turned away, Cal will climb the aircraft to return and provide some mutual support to the troops on the ground. This allows a pair of Chinooks to land in sequence without the loss of any airborne protection. And if we had guns fitted today, which unfortunately we don't, other than those that Cal has, you would see Dave and Josh ready to employ those crew serve weapons. The Chinook can be fitted with an M60 machine gun on the ramp and 2 M134 miniguns on the port and starboard side, each capable of firing 3,000 rounds a minute or 50 rounds a second. And that's one hell of a noise. Chinook and his crew can protect itself and deter engagements, protecting its passengers and any troops on the ground. Now time to introduce our co-pilot for today. So joining me in the cockpit is Flight Lieutenant James Cameron Johnson, or CJ as we know him. Originally from Cottingham in East Riding of Yorkshire. He joined the RAF in 2016, was awarded his wings in 2021. CJ is the baby of the team, or the Sprog as we call him, joining the front line in 2023, but despite this has already deployed overseas operations and multiple exercises. He's an avid Formula 1 fan, but forget the revs of an F1 car, CJ. We all know the best work noise in the world is a bit of a blade slap. Next up, the team will run in and reposition the gate. This is where they'll be showcasing the dangerous capability of the Chinook. The crew run in for a fast roping approach, decelerating the aircraft rapidly to accurately dispatch troops onto a tight landing site. This could be a rooftop or the deck of the ship, but today it's in front of you lucky devils. Josh is in the starboard door now, gripping the ropes, ready to dispatch the troops. Dave is also on the ramp preparing the ropes. See now the ropes have been deployed. We can simultaneously dispatch from 4 ropes if required. 1 from the door, 1 from the centre hatch, and 2 from the ramp. Whether they are fast ropes or abseil ropes depending on the task. 30 troops can be deployed once in summer in less than 2 minutes. Not just troops, heavy kit, and even very landscapes as we know them, or military boats for helmets. Troops are basic personal reasons and commitment. The crystal back now has the top, another over the shoulder, and again stretching that forward to the enemy. Then they pull the weight with the 10 shots in the door, pulling that 60-foot road in and getting ahead of the swell. Through that load, we'll introduce Josh in the door. Sergeant Josh Lawrence is from Staffordshire, he joined the RAF in 2014 and changed to a weapons system operator in 2017. In 5 years, Josh has accumulated 1,200 hours on the Chinook, deployed all over the world on exercises and water operations. He prides himself on being the world's biggest Wolverhampton Wanderers fan and lives local to Ireland with his French bulldog Cody. The crew are now returning to pick up the convoy, which has rapidly been prepared by JHSF at the airfield as an underslung road. Underslung roads are the bread and butter of the Chinook Force, with all crew under the front and back work. The cow positions in the overhead of the underslung road under Josh's direction. Dave is looking through the centre hatch to safely pick up the safety director with all the full crew working in synchronisation with the JHSS team operating for the hovering aircraft. Today, the two hookers now pulled thereafter, horizontal and static discharge probe. They pass the hook, and this first dissipate any static electricity. This is particularly important when operating in dusty environments to contain that nasty shock. Usual operations move stores, freight, vehicles everywhere from Afghanistan to Whaley Bridge and everywhere in between. The Chinook can carry 300 ton loads and carry up to 11.3 tons on its central load. The outside weight is 350 kilograms, but if it can be rigged, the Chinook and JHS can take it. Being such a capable aircraft, it can even pick up another Chinook, albeit with a few bits cut off to save weight. With a maximum all-up weight of 24.5 tons, which is 2 double-decker buses, this workhorse has 30 troops inside and can overload 55 with belts on the floor. The raw power and versatility of the Chinook is all down to the iconic tandem rotor design. It provides huge amounts of lift aircraft. While the aircraft in the circuit, I'll take the opportunity to introduce our JHSS team. Just today we have Corporal Jordan who served with the British Army for 9 years, Lance Corporal Roebuck who served in April Air Trooper Paul Stoight who served in the Army Air Corps for 5 years, Army Air Force Daniel Gray who served in 606 Reserve. Now if you look at our automatic crosswalk on the helicopter, the crew will be monitoring this road through all things. The crew will be moving the aircraft to counteract the swing of the load in the airplane. The aircraft is now returning to drop off the underslung load, using what we call the operational drop. This is a combined rapid drop off of the load and the stop so they can egress away quickly from the track. It's used in some high-pressure environments and gets rapidly onto the battlefield. Dave will now be in the centre hatch, hoist marshalling the load onto the ground before they then go for that operational release. The aircraft now conducts a nod over the shoulder, presenting the belly of the aircraft once again to the enemy. The aircraft now sets off to get another wing over, and they're then going to go and set up for a landing. The wing over, he's pulling off the 30 degrees nose up and then up to 60 degrees angle of bank as he comes around the turn. The running landing is used in situations where performance is level landing sites. It's also routinely practiced for emergency handling, and it's often our preferred landing style in the event of a single engine failure that precludes us being able to follow. As Cal comes into land, we all love popping a wheelie on our BMXs as children. Now watch Cal do over 38 feet away from the aft wheels in a 16.5-ton helicopter. At this point, Josh is monitoring the height beneath the front wheels, while Dave monitors the aft disc. At 26 degrees nose up, the aft rotor blades will strike the ground. We will not be demonstrating that today. The teamwork amongst the crew allows for effective information to be passed to Cal and CJ as they handle this magnificent machine. As the aircraft pulls to a stop, it's now time for the Chinook's party piece, as one of the only helicopters in the world that can reverse on 2 wheels. As the aircraft lifts once more, Dave is going to have the best seat in the house. He's on the ramp looking out at all you lovely people here today. In case you can't spot him, he's the one with the big orange hands waving at you, a wavy name as we like to call him. Dave didn't apply sun cream today, so as a result his hands are a little red. He's quite embarrassed about this, so make him happy by giving him a big wave as he goes down. While they progress down the flight line, find chance opportunities. In the absence of Rock Bob, so the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, we'd like to thank our own Bob, who's our Chinook team display manager. Bob recently received a Meritorious Service Medal in last week's King's birthday honour. He served over 40 years and is arguably one of the most experienced Chinook air crews in the entire world. So it's not that he will probably embarrass Bob from getting him killed, so we get a large comfortable round of applause for his service. As the team prepare for their audition of Strictly Come Dancing with some pirouettes, let's do a shout out to the people on the ground that made this all happen. Chinook is supported by a huge team that keeps the airframe functional and airworthy 365 days a year, holding national standby readiness commitments for worldwide operations. It's worth noting that the Chinook crew flying today exclusively from frontline units, and our roll demo activities are conducted around normal operational commitments. Thanks to the tireless work of our aircrew, engineers, ops and survival equipment specialists and all other supporting functions that has enabled this team to deliver this demo for you today. All good things must come to an end, folks, so to end the show today, like any performer, you'll see a bow from the cockpit and the crew flash their lights. And then you get to watch the incredible Gorny climb. This was named after the base in Bosnia where the Chinook demonstrated its incredible power, dominating other helicopter types during the Kosovo War. Exclusive demos at an end. So one more time everyone, please put your hands together for the 2025 Chinook Roll Demonstration.
Well, thank you very much indeed. Great to see you, Chinook, back at Duxford after several years' absence. We look forward to doing so again in the future, but it's a very welcome contribution, not least given the amount of operation.
Sorry, with the another video by Daniel Charge, and we'll see you in the next one.